Yay! 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 Yay!
I'm over here like milking a cow. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, yay.
It's so good to see you again, Mo.
Love seeing you too, brother. What the hell is going on?
I don't know. I'm hoping that all the cameras survive this time. It's been a couple episodes. No technical difficulties this time. We've redone the setup here. We got the 2-shot that you hate.
Right?
We got the close-ups that everybody else hates.
Right.
Of you. And, see, I never cut to that shot of you looking at the camera either. This isn't the fucking Office. This is the bar is low. Okay? This is the bar is low, and you are no Jim.
This is true.
Yeah. So that was the last hiatus we're going to take on this show. I released a movie.
So we say.
I released a movie. It was great. I had no time for anything else. We're back here. Although you got session starting with the whole Hartford thing that you do, that hobby. And it's but we're gonna I'd say right now, every Monday, we're gonna record a show.
Oh.
And every Friday we're gonna release the show.
Okay.
And we're sticking to that.
Okay.
Because you don't have stuff to do on Monday.
Not now.
Yeah.
In a couple of months.
Nah.
In a couple of months. But that's okay. Nothing sticks with you. We're okay. But I was going to compliment you. You pick on my civic service.
And your face.
Yeah. And I was going to compliment you on getting your film done and how impressive that was.
It'll be impressive once I sell it. Once I make some money on it, we'll all be really impressed.
Look, we sit here, you and I talk about Kevin Smith here all the time, right?
All the time.
And we talk about, his films, how we love the films, the writing, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
His first film puts out is Clerks, which is funny. It was a great script because he wrote it.
Yes.
But visually nowhere near as impressive as your first film.
And it's really funny you say that because I was on I don't want to call it sister podcast because it's that gives it too much credit because it's in the studio. I'm gonna say our
another podcast,
sisters podcast. Can I say that?
No.
We discussed this already. Okay.
No. Were there bungee cords required?
There were. So, but earlier today, Liz recorded her podcast in here.
Okay.
And of course, we're talking about the movie coming out. So of course, I go on a 20-minute Kevin Smith tirade.
Did you really?
And that was
burned all of our stuff.
Absolutely part of it. No, we have so much more to talk about.
Well,
I saved the good stuff for our show.
I was going to say you burned all of our stuff, but both the people who listen to her show won't spoil it for the people who listen to our show. So there's that. I was a guest on her show one time.
Like you were saying, though, yes, it looks way better than Clerks. Is it better than Clerks? Absolutely not.
No, it's not.
Clerks is a masterpiece.
I agree.
Absolutely. But here's the thing. Clerks, the cinematography was not good. It's perfect for what it is.
It was blocked in that Kevin Smith 2-shot, the entire thing for the most part.
Well, I mean, that was more so out of necessity, the way that he shot that film.
Understood.
But it was perfect for what it is, right? The acting wasn't great, but perfect for what it is.
And the acting was different in yours than in that. I'm not going to sit here and say one wasn't great or the other wasn't great. I think they were both wonderful performances.
Well, they were different movies. You can't compare.
Very.
You can't compare.
Yeah.
Although my next film that's coming out, Mallrats 2, is going to be really good.
I don't think that's it.
No, he's making Mallrats 2.
He is.
It just better. I liked Clerks 3. Clerks 3 was very good, but there were some moments I could have done without. The moments you probably really loved because you love nostalgia and
love
callbacks.
Nostalgia.
And I am just, if there's a stink palm in Mallrats 2,
I hope there is.
or they beat up an Easter bunny. No, there's no reason for it. There's no reason.
No,
for
the
it.
stink palm's got to still be there.
There's no reason for it.
The stink palm lives on, and you and I are well aware of that. We've seen individuals utilize the stink palm.
I can smell it over here.
At a softball game, we've seen it happen.
I can smell it over here.
My hands are clean.
Oh, is that pine tar?
I promise you, my hands are clean.
Oh, that's milk.
It is. It's from the cow.
This is
That's
chocolate
how
milk?
I dance. Did I ever tell you the funny way my brother, when he was going to his first dance for school,
Yeah.
he went to my mom and said, "Mom, I don't know how to dance. How do you dance?" Asked his mother how to dance. And Mom said, "It's really easy. You take your towel like you're drying off your backside, and that's how you dance."
So she was just doing the twist.
That's all it is. And so he went to his first, middle
did the
school
twist?
dance, and he was like,
How'd that
dancing.
go? How'd that go over?
"Well, you've met him."
Last time I saw him, he was doing a dance. It was really weird.
Yeah, he doesn't dance well.
No.
No.
It was also at a cemetery, so maybe that was
dance.
it.
Different dance.
Maybe that was it. Yeah, but it's do we have a show since then?
No.
Mo, your dad died.
Well, thank you. But for this upbeat show, and
No. I have to say it, and I don't want to talk about serious things on the show. You know, politics and death.
We avoid that.
We normally avoid that.
Well,
but
we always say we avoid politics and religion.
yes. Well,
Those we avoid.
family is your religion.
Well, it is.
Family, Jesus, not your thing.
I love Jesus. I don't think it's worth a $7 million Super Bowl ad.
How many
but
homeless people could they have fed?
It's unreal.
It's
unreal.
It's so stupid. But anyway, I digress. Let's
Thank you for the digression.
get back to your father. I'm not going to make jokes about it, but I have to say, in a time of tragedy, I've never seen you in like a time of personal tragedy like that, and the way that you were able to be strong for so many people. But then at the same time, we had a moment, and you had a couple of other moments. I was just very, very impressed, I have to say, with the way that you were able to carry yourself that day.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hardest day I've ever had.
Hardest day you've ever had. But you knew when it was time to cry and when it was time to drink whiskey. And your dad's whiskey is what we drank, and it was fucking phenomenal. I don't even remember what it was called. It was Old Granddad something really fucking good.
Yeah.
But just like, there were like hundreds of people there. The day before at the wake and the day after. And it was just like, you know, sometimes a smile and a laugh is good. And you knew exactly when it was that time.
Well, thank you for that.
And when your family, there was just a time for comfort and for peace. I don't want to say you turned it on and off, because that wasn't it at all. Because it was entirely genuine, the entire thing. But we did have a moment at the cemetery. I don't know if we need to really go into it.
Oh, please do. I love this story.
Okay.
I love this moment.
Okay.
Helped me tremendously.
Because this is what I was getting to.
So we get to the cemetery, and we are at the and I God bless the pallbearers.
The pallbearer? Oh, those are some strong men.
They had a hike, and there were 8, not normally 6. There were 8
Well, it was uphill.
uphill.
It was winter,
and
it was a buckbee.
even though he'd gotten much smaller. But yeah, so they're bringing him up the hill, and one of my family members is very ill. So
Yes.
I was watching him try, and I'm going, I feel like I should jump up there. Like, I need to help. And they all just rallied. Mm-hmm. It was great. But when we got there, they had the chairs out, and they put the cover on the chairs and make those folding chairs look really nice, but they're just a folding chair.
They're just folding chairs.
And it's sitting on a little hill that's not flat in any way.
It could have been a recliner quite easily. Yeah.
And my mother went to sit down, and I was like, well, I will stand behind her and hold this chair.
I said the whole time you had an arm on your mom, and it was just like, I got you. I got you.
It was, I mean, it's consoling, but I'm making sure you don't fall.
Yes.
That's really what it was.
Yes.
So I'll let you take it from there, 'cause you were across the way from me.
So you're with the family, and then in between us is your father's casket, and then I'm on the other side with the mayor, the police chief, with my own mother,
Right.
People close to you, and the I guess priest. That was Catholic, right?
No, it was Protestant.
Is it still a priest?
No.
I don't know what's happening. They said Jesus. I don't know.
Well, it doesn't have to be.
Okay, so
just because you're Christian doesn't mean you're Catholic.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But
Go on.
there was a big cross. I don't know what's what.
The Reverend.
The Reverend.
Yeah.
It's the Reverend. Okay, so the Reverend. So please join me as we give praise to Jesus Christ. And your arms are, you're holding your mom down here, and you just. And you give me that look. Okay.
I wanted to break you,
give me that, it's
so
just-
bad. That would have helped.
And you kept looking
Oh,
at
I
me
locked it.
the
Yeah.
whole time.
You had sunglasses on. So at first, I wasn't sure if you were looking at me, down, where you were looking. I had no idea.
You knew I was looking right at you when, even with sunglasses, I do this. I look back and I just go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I saw the pursed lips, and I
And you knew you almost won the day.
almost.
So here's a question: What would have happened if I laughed? Because you hung a pretty spicy matzo ball out there.
I don't know. I don't know. I think you would have played it into a sneeze or something, or a cough.
Uh-huh.
I think you would have had you broken.
I probably could have.
And your mother would have hit you.
Oh my God, she would have.
Oh, yeah.
She would have
that's what I was rolling those dice for. That's what I was shooting for.
And the main reason I even bring up the entire day is because I just wanted to bring up that moment. I think may exemplify maybe the height of our entire friendship. Right there. Who tries to make somebody break at their own dad's funeral? I'm sorry. And I was just and you almost won. And if you did.
I needed that. So what we had just come from in giving my father's eulogy.
Yeah. Which was a beautiful,
Thank you.
beautiful speech.
Thank you. It was 6.5 was the over under on how many times I'd break.
Yeah, I think you hit the under.
I hit way at the under.
There were some chokes.
There were 3 chokes.
There were some chokes.
There were 3 chokes. That's it. I counted myself.
Much like the 49ers in the red zone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just saying.
But there were 3. And I kept trying to look at different people throughout the whole thing to help me get through. And I think that's part of what helped me get through the entire thing, from the wake to the funeral to the service graveside to the reception afterwards. I think what helped me is that humor in that, I'd been going through a week of pure awful, right? There's nothing.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine.
You can't prepare.
No.
You cannot prepare for the waves of emotion that still hit me.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And I've talked to friends who've lost their parents, and they said, I said, please tell me it gets better. And they say, no, it doesn't. Yeah. You learn to live with it better. But it never gets better.
Sure.
But that little bit of humor, I think, is imperative to enjoy in life and to have. One of the things my father was known for, and more people come up to me and say, was a smile. Right? They'd say, hey, your dad had an amazing smile.
Yeah.
Always genuine.
Mm-hmm.
And he was always good at consoling people, and how he had to. I have seen him have grown men crying on his shoulder.
Sure. Yeah.
And turn and have that guy take his head off the shoulder and smile. I think that's important. That's an important thing in all those things when you're going through these difficult times. You take that time and you recognize it and you say, hey, you know what? We move on and we have to keep moving on. And you got to help those other people get through it too. I've been coping with it for a week. You've been coping with it for, a day.
Yeah.
It's a lot tougher. When you see everybody there, my mom and the grandkids and everything else, it hits hard. It hits hard for everybody. So
now, you had one joke early on that fell really flat. How do you recover from that?
You go, okay.
I smiled, I chuckled, but I didn't know, there was a lot of names of people and stuff you were talking about, because obviously the whole life, and I didn't understand half of it, and you made a joke, and I was oh, no one else is. I guess that was a serious.
You
moment.
could have sparked it. I had.
What
4
do
or 5.
Just all the way, ha! Like in the back.
I could have had 4 or 5 jokes in there. There weren't a lot, but they're just lighter moments and trying to, and you throw that out there, and you hope that you can bring some levity to everybody else.
I helped a little with the cheerleading during that speech, I feel like, right?
Yeah. It's tough. And some people, it wasn't, I've seen people in funerals that simply aren't going to laugh, aren't going to respond, aren't going to do anything in that regard. And I've seen people that just will go belly laugh at a funeral. So you're going to see. Look, I mean, and oddly enough,
I understand what you're saying.
It wasn't the first eulogy I've given, which is very strange.
Really?
And the other was for a family member, but this was actually there's been 3 or 4. Anyway, there've been multiple, but this is the first one that close to home, and that was really important to me, that we share those happy moments, because we're all feeling the grief. Bring out some of the happiness. Remember, when I think of Dad, I don't think of him the last couple of days.
No.
I think of the funny stuff.
Yeah.
That's I think of him laughing.
And we all did laugh at most of the times we were supposed to, except that one.
The first one out of the gate.
I know, right?
Oof.
Yeah. But you would think, people knew that had to have been a joke, but no one was like. But you know what? Here's
They're like, oh, he's joking.
Here's the problem.
My mother smiled. That was the important part.
Okay. Because I think what the problem was, you didn't have a good warm up act. You should have gotten somebody.
I had the mayor. The mayor was my warm-up act.
Well, Mayor needs some better jokes.
Weren't a lot of jokes in there.
But the rest of it was awesome.
It was. He did an amazing job,
He
too.
did. He did.
And no, definitely delivering that eulogy, hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life, and I don't wish that on anyone.
No, of course
The
not.
pain is just surreal.
Now, I didn't want to make the whole episode about. It's the first time that we've done an episode, and that was a very big life moment.
And I get it. Had you asked me that 2 weeks ago, brought this up, I would have said stop.
Yeah,
we're not doing this.
Yeah, so I should restart the show and be like,
but it's helping me.
Two big life events happened here, and that's kind of why. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And there's not many other friends that you could probably talk to that could even have the conversation.
It's a handful.
Yeah.
It's a small. It's literally one hand.
Yeah.
People you can talk to. Like
and now
that.
it's going to be public, if that's okay.
No, I mean, hey, it's a reality, and it still hurts every day.
Yep.
There's still times I grab the phone, like I got to give him a call. I got to call Dad and tell him.
And
okay. But in a way, it brings you closer to everybody. You know?
Yeah.
I talked to my mom and dad a lot before, and now I'm either at my mother's house. I was there this morning, and I talk to her multiple times a day, and she's just unbelievable like a rock. So all I can say is through the whole thing, everyone grieves differently.
Yes.
And I think that's what you were acknowledging earlier, that when someone needed a smile, someone needed a cry,
Right.
I had a guy who's a friend of mine from Hartford who drove probably 2 hours to get to the wake.
Wow.
Who said, first off, he said, your town, you always talk about it being best town in the USA.
Oh, beautiful.
It is the best town in the USA.
Oh, beautiful.
And he said, you weren't kidding. I think I just drove into a Norman Rockwell painting.
Yeah.
Because the trees were all out for the holidays still.
Right.
It was nice. But he took me off my feet. He bear hugged me and took me off my feet.
That's tough to do.
It's impressive.
That's very tough to do.
Only one person was able to do that. Only one person really tried, but he did.
Wow.
And the fact that he
in fairness, I did try.
Oh, it's adorable.
I did try.
No, you gave a tight bear hug, and
I did. I got on my toes for you, but but continue.
But no, it's you could tell in seeing people. Some people were, in all fairness, giving their respects and going through the motions and weren't very emotional themselves.
Right.
Which I understand. I mean, that's the tough part, is try to block and try to get there. Some people were overly emotional, and some people were just trying to remember the good stuff and trying to cheer up the family. But that entire wake, I really felt like it was, and this sounds really weird to say, but I felt like I was there for them more than they were for me.
All of this is similar to what I was trying to articulate, but don't think I did a very good job to start it off. Because I actually wasn't going to even go down this route, but then I made fun of your brother, and I was like, I guess I have to now. So, yeah.
Fire away.
Yeah.
But, you guys picked on our hats, too, at the end of the day.
No. I did not pick on your hat. I picked on your brother's hat, not knowing that it was your father's hat.
And Craig picked on my hat.
I liked your hat.
And
is it a bowler or a derby?
It's a bowler.
It is a bowler,
it's
right?
A black bowler, yeah.
No, it was a good look. I told you to maintain that look. You do hats. Well, I mean,
it's an ugly head, so cover it.
They fit right on.
Yeah.
Like snug.
It's an ugly head.
Yes.
It works well to cover it. That's all.
It's not the worst. I've seen some bald heads that are like pitted and dented.
Oh, yeah. Some of them are trying
God.
to mow a rocky mountainside. You can't shave that.
No,
But no, I've got it's nice and smooth. I'm good that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, you and Craig both came at me, boom, boom. You picked on my brother's hat, and Craig picked on my hat, and we shut that down pretty quick, that my brother was wearing my father's hat, and I was wearing my hat from the lodge.
I mean, I didn't feel like an asshole, because even though it was your father's hat, he still looked the way he did.
Well, the tough
your
part
dad probably pulled off that hat way better.
Oh, he pulled it off great.
That's what I'm saying.
But it was a cold day. Needed to have. My brother has no hair, really, and I have no hair, so wasn't going to wear a beanie.
Who has the smoother head, you or him?
Oh, me.
Nice.
Yeah. He doesn't bick.
No?
He likes the fuzz. He tried to grow it in like a year ago. He tried to grow it in.
See, it's funny. You're like, he tried to grow it in, and you almost threw up just thinking about it. Just like that's what just happened.
I've tried to grow mine in, and it looks better, and it looks awful, and it looked better than when he grew his in. That's all I'm saying.
You get the peach fuzziness going on.
Oh, once in a while. Yeah.
What pattern does it grow when your hair grows?
Horseshoe.
Okay.
But
I've never
it's
seen
like
it. I don't think
it's like just speckly up through the middle.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't give you the full depth. It's just very thin right through here.
Yeah, okay.
But it grows in thick around the sides and around the back. It grows in thick.
So you could do the Captain Picard if we wanted?
Yeah, I could.
Dude, Halloween. You should be Captain Picard. No, because you have the beard. You'd be do Captain Picard and Commander Riker hybrid.
I have no idea what that means, but I'm assuming it's a
The bald
cool
guy,
Star
the
Trek
bald guy, and the bearded guy.
Okay.
At the same time.
I didn't know there was a bearded guy in Star Trek.
Yeah, played by William Frakes.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, he did something
I know
else.
who Picard is.
Whoa, it's Picard.
It's Picard.
How can you not know who Picard is? He drank Earl Grey tea. The only reason that I drink Earl Grey tea, that's my favorite tea, and it has been my whole life, is because Captain Picard would drink.
I like a good Earl Grey.
He'd go to the replicator.
That wasn't bad.
Let me hear it again.
Oh, I don't know if I can do it again. I just kind of fell out. A little bit of an Earl Grey. No, that's not. That wasn't it. The first one.
That wasn't
Rewind it. The
that
first
wasn't
one.
It. That
first one was really
Hold
good.
on, let me. Do you want me to play back the first one?
Earl
Do you want me to
Grey.
play back the first one?
No,
here?
it's a little deeper. You have to go back to a little Earl Grey. Only you could play that up after having the deep philosophical discussion that we just had.
I mean, yeah.
Way to bring it down. I love
So-
it. Bring
so-
that bar down even further.
So speaking of bringing the bar down, I debated with buying a $600 toilet seat today.
Why?
So we've officially moved on back to the premise of the show. Okay.
$600.
$600. So
I hate to ask what that does for you.
So well, I'm about to explain in great detail. So
You have my full attention.
so it's manufactured by Tushy, which is a great brand, and they have great marketing. They sent me.
They have a great name.
It is a great name, but so when I went to sign up the account, they sent me like a verification link, right?
Yeah.
And it starts with from Tushy. Oh shit, we're butt buds now. That's how it starts off. Hello, Tushy. Oh shit,
Wow.
we're butt buds. And then it has a peach emoji and a water emoji, which to me signifies
Bidet.
or a squirter. Yeah.
Bidet.
A bidet, yeah. So here's the thing with and then they go on talking poop and bathroom habits isn't all shits and giggles. It can be downright cringy. So let us know how you would like to hear from us. So I can reply unhinged for wild content and hinged for tame content. I haven't actually replied yet.
You only reply one way.
Should I? Okay, so unhinged. Let's. I gotta see how.
Go unhinged, buddy.
I gotta turn off airplane mode and do it, and send this text message here because I want to know what the unhinged response is.
Yes.
So Tushy, they make this toilet seat, and Lori is in the midst of renovating the upstairs bathroom to make it more
This century.
hers.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so she's got a bathroom, and I was gonna like a housewarming gift of sorts, if
Okay.
you will, butt warming gift.
A Tushy warming gift.
Exactly.
It's a warming seat.
So, it's a warming seat,
Do tell.
has a remote control, so you can like you warm up your car when it's snowing. She can wake up, press the seat warmer at her bed by the time she walks in.
Wow.
Okay.
So it's quick.
Yes, as she walks in, the seat will lift up for her.
Pretty cool.
Okay. Then she can do her business, whatever end that may be. And then there's a bidet inside of it.
In the seat.
In the seat. Oh, I guess under the seat because
Yeah.
you got to get the right angle.
You gotta get up there.
The angle of
It's
return.
gotta
Yeah.
shoot.
That's right. The bidet does have front and back settings.
Oh.
Multi-temperature settings. Different power settings, so you can like give it a nice little cleanse, or you can fucking power wash, like blast you into the next century, whatever. I don't know why I'm doing this.
I don't know either. What else is in that seat?
What, was that like thing from the Addams Family?
I think it was. Just appeared.
And so
Like,
yeah,
Pa,
so it's got the
with toilet paper. I got you. Like, what is that?
well, theoretically, you don't need the toilet paper because you got the bidet.
You got the bidet.
There's also a dryer in there, like a fan, so you can wash and then dry. $600
Yeah, it seems a bit extreme.
on sale today for $400. First sign up.
Okay.
Would you spend $400 on a toilet seat?
No.
No,
No.
I don't think I'm gonna either.
No.
I got the regular Tushy spa, so I got the bidet part of it. But
I
I'm
would
not doing the
say
whole thing.
for me,
Yeah.
as a single man, I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't enjoy it. I'd forget that I have it half the time.
You'd enjoy the bidet.
Maybe. It'd be nice to have a cleaner tushy.
Have you used a bidet?
Yes.
Recently?
No.
When was the last time you used a bidet?
I don't know. It was at a hotel somewhere that had one.
Bidet technology has come so far.
Which is great.
You should get a bidet.
I don't.
It saves on toilet paper. I'm sure it. How many bowel movements do you have per day, Mo?
Why is this where we're going now? What is it about my poop? You're the one with the tushy.
I'll answer my own questions as well.
Okay.
But you first.
See, it varies.
Based on what you've eaten.
Right.
If you drank the night before.
Last night, I had nothing to drink. I watched the game by myself. But I did get some foods to enjoy. Mm-hmm. So I didn't eat as well.
Okay.
So it was 3 today.
Oh, okay. Today.
Today.
And there's
3.
probably another one coming.
There may be.
Is that an average?
I'd say 2 is usually probably the average.
Okay. Yeah. I'll take a 2 to 4.
Yeah.
I'll take a 2 to 4.
Well, it's not going well, and today was not going well. Not in the least. It was. I'm like, this is going to be a multiple day. First thing in the morning. You go the first time, and then you go, uh-oh, this is not how it's supposed to feel. There's going to be more coming. I was sitting in the office today, and I got the gurgle in my
I
stomach.
hate the gurgle.
Oh, here we go.
I hate the gurgle.
And you get mad at yourself for eating poorly the night before.
Or drinking a lot.
Yeah.
I had a night last week where I maybe had like 7 or 8 old fashions. It was a night.
That's a lot.
It's
a lot of sugar.
It wasn't a very sweet day the next one, let me tell you. But if I had a bidet, it could have been a little bit sweeter.
Yeah.
I think the bidet is making
I would have enjoyed a bidet today.
Bidet today?
A vocal copyright right there, bidet today.
Bidet today.
Yeah.
It needs to have something like bidet today blank tomorrow. Like like bidet today, no chapped ass tomorrow. Something like that.
Not offensive tomorrow.
Oh no. Or it can be 8 old fashions last night. Bidet today.
Yes. Yes. You go the other way with that.
Yeah.
Single yesterday, bidet today.
They do have multiple version, like the small little. Should I get the regular bidet to make a spec spa? Are we really going to do this? Do you really want to?
I think it's a great pitch to tell them, hey, look, we love the product. Let's use it. Let's convert someone who's an old school paper guy.
Yeah.
Who's okay with being a paper man.
Yeah, who used his socks at the height of COVID.
And you do what you got to do. Use your socks on a golf course. You ever do that?
No.
Me either. Let's talk about toilet paper. When you're stuck in the middle of the course, and you're out there, there's poison ivy. You don't want to take a chance with leaves.
So I'm just going to turn this down for a second. I'm going to leave it on enough just so we can hear just a little bit of you. All right. So anyway. Oh, I think I turned it way too high. There was a chain post. I want to say it was like circa 2007, 2008, which I did. And it's all you're supposed to post is out of toilet paper, goodbye socks, just to see people's reactions.
Yeah.
I remember some
those.
Really good reactions out of that.
Yeah.
Really good reactions. Yeah. I get it. I get it.
You've never been on the golf course with our friend. Let's call him Frank. Who
Hold on, I just gave it away that's his actual name. All right, try again. Go.
So I have this mutual friend of ours. Let's call him Frank. Frankie.
Okay. Hold on. Collect yourself.
Yeah.
Hold on. Shh. Okay. Tell it again. And okay, hold on.
I'm crying. Oh.
I'm dying. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you were golfing with the guy.
Yeah.
What was his name?
His name was Frank, but he spelled it with a PH. So Not like our friend that you know that we play racquetball with. But this Frank, after a swing.
and softball. And his brother's a doctor. But go on. It's not his name.
It was right after a swing. Right after a swing.
Oh, no.
And he goes, he's okay, and he's watching the ball. All of a sudden, he just goes, no!
Wow. I can't even laugh right. I can't even laugh
and
right.
It's funny that people do the hold, but he's holding his butt, and he runs straight to the woods.
No. Oh, no.
And we go, what are you doing? And he goes, what am I doing? I'm losing my socks.
Okay. Wow. Okay, good for
However,
yeah.
he came walking back out of the woods and went, it's all right, false alarm.
Oh, thank goodness.
Let's keep playing.
Okay.
Look, come on.
So I can actually post this now.
Oh, of course you
Because he
can.
actually didn't poop himself
No.
that time.
No.
So speaking of golf here, I saw a commercial, and it made me kind of upset
Oh.
because it's a golf commercial, some challenge, some whatever is happening with the best golfers in the game today.
Yeah.
And then it ran through like the 6 names of the participants, and I was just like, who the hell are these people?
Really?
And I looked it up, and they're all like so highly ranked. And I'm just like, am I that out of touch? I didn't know any of these golfers.
Yeah, it happens.
There used
Golf
to-
changes like that
It really
sometimes.
does.
Yeah.
It really does. And I figured, I think, I don't know, maybe give it like 15 years ago, you could name 15 golfers.
Oh, yeah.
When you had, like, Vijay Singh was like the best of the best.
He was
and when
rock star.
Tiger was doing his thing. And, obviously you had Daly and all the good
Who
good
doesn't
stuff.
love John Daly?
Nobody I want to be friends with.
He's just such a...
He's a man's man.
He is, though.
I'd vote for him for president.
I would not.
Given the options. I'm just saying.
It's a valid point,
I'm just
sir.
saying.
It's a valid point.
But it was really weird because I was like, who are all these people? They were all like top 10, men and women. And I'm just like,
Who are they?
who are they?
Yeah.
Can you name right now for me 5 active PGA Tour golfers? I don't care how good they are.
No.
No.
5, no.
5.
No.
No.
No, but...
That's the thing. And so here's the weird thing is because I feel like golf was really high up there for a little, and it wasn't just Tiger and Phil. It was a lot.
A lot of it was Tiger and Phil, though, but that's what brought VJ into the whole thing. I mean,
But you could still name 15 golfers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think golf, not as far as playing, because people are playing it, now as much as ever. Maybe not. I don't know. Probably.
Maybe not watching it as much.
But no one's watching. And you know what's so funny? There are very few sports that I wouldn't put a bet on. I will never bet on golf.
You never know.
I haven't bet on golf. I
the
will
winner
never.
from one tournament to the next doesn't carry over.
It's such a crapshoot.
You can go from being second place to 15th place to third place to... You never know how guys are swinging it that week.
I have bet on a NASCAR race.
Okay. How'd you do?
I won.
Oh.
There was a run where I was like 3 or 4 races.
Okay.
Yeah. It was good because you know who's good. My favorite bet was picking the make of the winner. Chevrolet, Toyota, Ford.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going with Chevy because Kyle Larson's good,
Okay.
Can you even name 5 drivers?
No.
Okay. See, I could go to town.
I'm not
there.
into that whole scene ananymore.
But-
Once
but
Dick
what-
Trickle retired, I was done with NASCAR. You know he's the winningest racer of all time.
Dick Trickle.
Yeah. In every other way he raced prior to NASCAR.
He was it.
He was the top guy in every other level, different types of cars, different classes, the whole thing. Dick Trickle was the guy. He got to NASCAR, couldn't do it, but he was a favorite on ESPN.
Well, there you go. I'm sure.
Every time they'd go, and you know who did not finish.
Did not finish. Or prematurely, like on his way to the track. I'm just saying. But there are a lot of sports that I can name players. Probably the only ones that I can't would be rugby and cricket, and those don't count
Right.
for this conversation because those
for-
are not mainstream American sports.
Correct.
Right. But yeah, NASCAR, I can name more drivers.
No, you
Tennis, I
follow
can name a
sport
bunch.
across the board. That's one of the things we talked about this in
Yeah,
show 1.
but
I'm amazed at how much you are on top of. Look, it's tough enough trying to keep track of the NCAA race.
Yeah.
In basketball or football. Pick one of those, and someone who is versed in it that can have a good conversation. Okay, you've got your sport, you know your thing.
Yeah.
But you can do that with track and field on the collegiate level.
Yes.
Because you're watching it for the Olympic side, and I couldn't tell you Olympians anywhere near.
Yeah.
It just blows my mind the index that you carry between your ears on
sports
athletes.
And that's what was so disconcerting about seeing this PGA, which is the highest level of the sport.
You don't know, yeah.
And I didn't know that. Now, granted, this was like a challenge type of a thing. It wasn't like the full field. So maybe it was just because they're up and coming, they're young 20s.
Sure.
Or something. But you know what? Go to tennis. Coco Gauff. She's 19. I know her.
Yeah, so...
Right? So it's like...
But people are still going to golf. They're still going to see them live.
From a spectator perspective, I feel like it's never been better because it's more of a entertaining crowd now, right? There's still the respect factor there.
Sure.
You still don't yell during backswings and stuff, but the second that someone hits that ball, the shit some of these people are yelling.
And they're hysterical.
And they've built full stadium seating around holes.
And you're talking 20, 30,000 people going to the smaller tournaments, and you go, this is unreal, the amount of money they're bringing in.
Look at Travelers here in Connecticut, right? But like, there's some holes out there that you can literally fit 8,000 people in stadium around the tee box and down the whole. Like, they're always par threes, right? They're always the smaller ones. But regardless, from a spectator perspective, I feel like it's never been better because you can. I think it's more acceptable to be an asshole.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's more acceptable these days.
That's what it is.
Even on a golf course, which is the place you would not expect that.
To lose your socks.
And by the way, now your comment earlier about my comment about your retention.
Yes.
Is great. Where my retention is for stupid things. Like you mentioned the Travelers.
Yes.
What does the Travelers have in association with terrestrial radio?
I mean, I get they probably sponsor a show on NPR. What? I don't know.
Local Connecticut.
Well, I know
AM
that
radio.
Yeah.
Was started. One of them was started by them.
Oh, which station?
WTIC was Travelers Insurance Company, hence WTIC.
Oh, no way.
And they're still on the air.
Yeah, well, not the radio, they're television. WTIC.
It started their radio.
Radio, wow.
Whole thing was TIC Radio.
No way.
It was Travelers Insurance Company.
I've actually wondered about. Do you know any?
Isn't it amazing? The little tidbits I'll pull out that make no sense why I remember that, but that's
What's WFSB?
I don't know.
It's William, fat sloppy bastard. I'm so quick. I was quick with that one, Mo.
This show is intended just to make me cry.
You gotta give me credit. I was quick on that one. Okay, no. I got it.
Easy, Danny.
I got it better. When Frank shat his britches.
That was pretty good.
There we go.
But Frank, I told you to spell with a PH. Different guy. You're thinking of a different Frank.
Oh, I edited that part out of the show.
Oh.
Because once I found out he didn't actually poop, I'm like, we're using his name.
Oh, Frank.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll find out if he listens to the show.
This is a great way to do it.
It is.
This is a really good way to test that. Yeah.
But I'm glad we're doing the show again. It's been a while. But I'm really happy that I was really impressed with, because I was around here a lot. I'm going to bring the whole show full circle.
Uh-huh.
I was here a lot in the studio, spending time with you. We were doing some of this, but over the last few years with you working on this movie.
Yes.
Probably, I'll say aside from one, maybe two other people, but I'm going to say aside from one other person who worked with you on the project, probably I'm the only one who wasn't officially working on the project with you that understands how much time and effort you really put in.
Well, you have a cameo.
I do have a cameo.
But yeah. No, there's. I mean, there's some people who understand that, but not many people who saw it firsthand. Because you would come in during prep, during the shoot, you were on set. During
I just stopped by while you guys were doing this stuff too.
Stop by, yeah.
I get to know your crew.
Yep.
More so from the days I wasn't on the one day I was on set,
Yeah.
had nothing to do with that. I'd come by here and hang out with the crew, and they were just awesome people.
And it's funny because some of them do talk about you.
Oh, they're great.
And they like, my buddy Kevin asked,
Yeah.
"Oh, is he going to be at the premiere?" Yeah, Bill will be there. Go, "Oh, Buckbee's going to be at the premiere. That's great."
But I think it was good. But I think a lot of people will go, okay, cool, he made this movie. Great, he made a movie. I know how you work,
Yes.
so I knew it was going to be quality in what you were putting out. You weren't going to put any garbage
Sure.
out.
Yeah.
As far as the optics, the visuals, the sound, I knew it would all be
Production
spot on.
value.
Production value was through the roof.
That's my thing.
It was through the roof.
That's my thing. Story, sure. There's holes. I could fix some
Story,
things. Whatever.
yeah.
I wasn't. Look, not my script. Next script's gonna be great.
Yeah.
This was a good show. I'm
Well, it's
happy.
good to be back.
I'm glad we fired Kyle after that one episode because
He was
he was
bad.
bad. We got 3 cameras running again.
Yeah.
Hold on, is this one still recording? Hold on.
Kyle was weak.
It's still recording.
Kyle was just. That's too bad.
That was just a bad idea.
nice
from the
kid.
Start. That was a bad idea from the start.
Nice kid.
Yeah.
but-
No, what can you do? But yes. So I'll see you here next Monday.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll see you plenty before next Monday, but definitely next Monday
Maybe not.
to record.
Yay!